Tonight, the high-powered offense of the Texas Rangers arrives for its first visit to the Coliseum. The Rangers have put up some monster numbers this year. They lead the major leagues with 48 home runs hit in their first 26 games. The Athletics will need to get their offense going if they want to keep up the Texas attack. It's a two-game set. A's, Rangers, coming up next. Well, big hitters in the building tonight. A's have Matt Holliday, of course, and the Texas Rangers, they got a lot of big hitters, including Hank Blaylock, Marlon Byrd. And the job tonight goes to Dan Geis. He has to shut down those Texas Rangers. It's the first of a short two-game series here at the Coliseum. It's the Oakland A's and the Texas Rangers. You'll see it right here on Comcast Sportsnet, California. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Oakland A's Baseball. Along with Ray Fosse, I'm Glenn Kuiper. Well, in the offseason, the A's made the big acquisition of Matt Holliday, and a little bit of a slow start, Ray, but last week or so, we're starting to see what Holliday can do. He's hit 3 home runs, 1 to right, 1 to center, and 1 to left, all long home runs.
Well, he did hit one in spring training. Took him the last day of the month of April, the 30th, down in Arlington, Texas. Got a hanging breaking ball from Jason Jennings in the afternoon game on Thursday. Gave the A's a little bit of a cushion. That made it 4-1. But good to see that curveball, his first as an Athletic. And how about this monster shot? Shaun White, second deck at Safeco Field in Seattle. So that also very good. But I thought the most impressive was last night. Getting a fastball, Scott Shields, straight away center field on a 3-2 fastball. For him to hit a fastball, hit it as far and as hard as he did, that is encouraging because so far he's had trouble pulling the fastball. That was center field, but it shows the power he has, especially going any part of this ballpark.
Track record is just too good for Matt Holliday to continue to struggle. Dan Geis tonight, spot starter. Although, if he throws well, maybe he's in there for a while. We will see. But the point is, Dan Geis takes the mound tonight, just his 4th career start.
Well, he's got some great pitches, a fastball and a slider. He's around the plate. He's facing a very tough hitting ball club. However, he has had the experience and everything that he's gone through. 31-year-old rookie, and he's pitching, so that says a lot when he joined the New York Yankees. So I give him a lot of credit, sticking around the game, also being able to pitch and throw strikes. That's always a key.
He'll be opposed by Bay Area native Scott Feldman, the right-hander for the Rangers. Lineups and first pitch when we come back. It's the Oakland A's and the Texas Rangers, the first of 2 from the Coliseum. and the Rangers. A short 2-game series. 2-team split a pair of games in Texas last week. They will go at it again here in Oakland tonight. Rangers lineup brought to you by McDonald's. And it's a good one. Kinsler at second, Andrus at short, Young at third, Hank Blaylock the DH, Marlon Byrd in center, Nelson Cruz in right, David Murphy in left, Chris Davis the first baseman, Jared Saltalamacchia is the catcher. Defensively for the Athletics, Holiday, Sweeney, and Buck in the outfield, Hanahan, Cabrera, Crosby, Giambi on the infield. Crosby's playing second base tonight. Kurt Suzuki catches. 31-year-old Dan Geis.
Now Dan Geis taking his warm-up tosses out of the stretch position. Of course, if you've been a reliever, you may just start the game that way. It was not surprising. 5th appearance overall for the Athletics. Picked up on waivers from the New York Yankees early April, and he's in the big leagues. And as I mentioned last year, 31-year-old rookie making his debut with the New York Yankees. So after playing in the house that Ruth built, this has got to be a lot of fun for him tonight, getting a chance to start his first for the Athletics. Fastball, slider, pretty much that is what he throws, and what we've seen so far is pretty good control.
Ian Kinsler steps in. And the first pitch of the ball game from Geis to Kinsler is outside corner, called a strike. 7:06 start time. 61 degrees, so a nice night, getting a little warmer. And we're happy about that. Broken bat, rolled foul, so Kinsler's going to get some new wood. 0-2.
The thing that Dan Geis is not going to do is line up the radar gun. Just not throw hard, but pinpoint control. First pitch of the game called by Charlie Relaford. This umpiring crew sticking around after the 2-game series. So they're back tonight. We'll see if they're here tomorrow. I would hope so. We've seen them change crews right in the middle of the series.
Well, it's that strange week in Major League Baseball as well, with all the 2-game series being played pretty much everywhere. Don't see that very often. Kinsler with 9 home runs to start the year, 25 RBIs, and a .321 average. The Rangers are 14-12 on the year and playing good baseball at the moment. They've won 4 in a row. Yeah, 6-6 on the road so far.
And I'm sure they're looking at the out-of-town scoreboard, seeing the Mariners are trailing 8-1 in Kansas City, and thinking that a win tonight puts them in first place in the division. Juan Washington's 3rd year. Rudy Jaramillo, the 15-year hitting coach for the Rangers, to his right. For Wash, he's happy. There's no doubt. Much different start for him than last year.
2-2 now to Kinsler. Remember, the Rangers struggled a little bit early. They started the year 4-7, but since then they've gone 10-5 and sitting a couple games over the 500 mark. Drive to center. Room for Sweeney now over toward left center. He's got it, 1 out. So that's the first out of the ball game. And now we get to look at the young shortstop Elvis Andrus. Won 5 of their last 6 on the road, have the Texas Ranger. And of course, home runs is the story for the Rangers. 48 on the year. Done that in 26 games.
Well, let's see what happens tonight. Of course, tomorrow could be and should be a little bit different with the day game here at the Coliseum. We have seen some balls knocked down because of the heavy air at night so far in this young season. Last night, particularly Jason Giambi. Dan Geis nailing the outside corner. Andrus hit down in the order for Ron Washington when the A's went Arlington, Texas. That was a 2-game series, supposed to be 3, but 1 rained out.
Getting a shot in that 2-hole. A little bit of sun left, not too much. Good breaking pitch, but drops just a bit low, so it's a full count. Actually, it's 2-2. I'm sorry, I'm not quite sure how Andrus took that pitch.
Great breaking ball, threw it hard, and he started to swing. His body went forward. The bat stayed back.
pop up Giambi over, but it's going to be out of play. Rangers won a pair of games in Seattle Monday and Tuesday. Another 2-2 pitch. Drill to left. Holiday's going to watch this baby go. Elvis Andrus, his second home run of the year and second home run in his career. 1-0 Rangers.
But he took the slider, and as we mentioned, hard to see him take a slider. Looked like a pretty good pitch, but this is the danger. When you're going inside and you're not overpowering, you really have to get the ball in, and that had too much to plate. And not surprised to see Andrus hit the ball as hard as he did. That was not a cheap hit. That went halfway up the stairs in left field. But if you're going to pitch inside, just show it, and maybe even knock a hitter down to show him at the end, stay on the outside part of the plate.
Andrus just 20 years old. How about that? Michael Young on the ground. Cabrera stays down and throws out one. 2 out. The cleanup spot being held down by Hank Blaylock. Of course, no Josh Hamilton. He's still on the disabled list.
Expect to get him back in about a week.
Feeling better, huh?
They're doing this without him.
I know. That's a scary thought. Blaylock takes a first pitch breaking ball in first strike. And Blaylock has been hot. 7 home runs on the year for Blaylock with 19 RBIs. Been tough on the A's the last couple years. Oh, 2. There's Josh Hamilton.
Andrew Jones in front of it. Jones started at 2 games in Arlington. Started in left field. Of course, 10-time Gold Glove winner in center field for the Braves.
Geis from the stretch. Strike 3 call. Charlie Relaford rings up Hank Blaylock for the 3rd out. A home run by Elvis Andrus, a solo shot. Rangers lead 1-0. He's come to bat here in the bottom of the first. Their lineup is brought to you by McDonald's. Sweeney in center, Cabrera at short, Giambi at first. Holiday in left, Cuss the DH, Suzuki is the catcher. Buck in right, Crosby at second, Hanahan at third. Murphy, Bird, Cruz in the outfield for the Rangers. Young, Andrus, Kinsler, Davis on the infield. Giro Saltalamacchia is the catcher. Big Scott Feldman, the first pitch at the bottom of the first. Ryan Sweeney is outside. Jack Cust, love to hit here in the first inning. Andrus a long ways to his left, and that's a nice play, 1 out.
Batting in the second position.
And Scott Feldman making his third start of this season. Won one game against the Athletics in his career. Good fastball. He'll top out about 94 with the fastball. Curveball, slider, and a changeup. Likes to use his curveball. Resides in Burlingame, California. Born in Hawaii. So probably use even a few tickets, maybe for Double Play Wednesday.
Oh yeah.
$2 tickets, $1 hot dogs. Come on out, folks. I'm treating. How about that? Speaking of that, what a deal on Double Play Wednesdays.
It's about as good as you're going to get.
You can come out here, get a ticket for $2, a hot dog for $1, and watch Major League Baseball for $3.
It's almost as good as our deal, but not quite.
Well, ours is a good deal.
Ours is good.
But that's a good deal. And then coming
awesome.
up Friday, the University of Phoenix Friday night plan, so that's $50 for a family of 4, and hot dogs and sodas and all you. I mean, it's just a great deal to come out and watch baseball. Weather's getting nice.
It sure is. Feels good tonight.
So on a night like tonight, those $2 tickets should be sold out.
2-2 the count to Orlando Cabrera. 248 on the year with no home runs and 5 RBIs. Andrus goes in the hole this time, juggles and then fires. Got him. So Elvis Andrus goes far to his left and then goes to his right. So he's putting on a little show at short right now.
Cabrera with a complete follow through, so he did not get out of the box quickly, and just a transfer of the ball from the glove to the hand, and that's how close he made it by bobbling the ball. Elvis Andrus was given the job shortstop. Michael Young, the pro that he is, moved to third base, so the young phenom could take over at short. And they signed Omar Vizquel, his mentor, to guide him along. But Michael Young, he won a Gold Glove at shortstop, and now he's playing third.
Well, you better be good, huh? If you're Elvis Andrus. Move a Gold Glover off his position. Young feels good right now. He's playing the shortstop spot with the shift on for Giambi. There's a strike. Andrus playing right behind second base. 36 career home runs for Jason Giambi against the Texas Rangers. This one popped up. Andrus and Young come together, and Michael Young has it. Side retired. 3 up, 3 down inning for Scott Feldman. Second inning coming up. Texas 1, the A's nothing. A's Baseball on Comcast Sportsnet California is brought to you by Comcast HD, with more HD than anyone, period. Toronto 2, Angels nothing. We were joking around in the break. Roy Halladay's pitching. He's really good. He's 5-1, so 2-0 your final. Angels don't want to hear that. The big guy, Doc Halladay, going for win number 6. He gets an Aaron Hill home run in the very first inning down in Anaheim. Marlon Byrd, Nelson Cruz, David Murphy to face Dan Geis here in the second inning.
Good news, the A's won't get to see Doc Halladay this weekend.
Nope.
He's not to pitch. He will be here working out, getting ready for a start on Monday.
Orlando Cabrera at short, throws out Marlon Byrd.
So that rain in Chicago, the A's will be going back to Detroit. The next road trip next weekend. Week from Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We hope it starts to warm up a little bit before then.
Looks like the White Sox and Tigers got rained out.
Yeah.
Also a rain delay in Baltimore with the Twins and the Orioles.
See a little hesitation Dan Geis utilizes. Of course, started the game out of the stretch, having been in the bullpen. No reason to pitch out of the windup, but there's that little hesitation. Asked him about it, and he said it's something that the coaches, pitching coaches, had him do as kind of a training tool, just as a. He thought he meant supposed to use it all the time, so he's kept it. And a little bit of deception when he pauses the way he does.
Nelson Cruz, a hard hit ball to left field for a base hit. So second hit for the Rangers, and that'll bring up David Murphy.
A hard hit ball. This came back a little bit towards the middle of the plate. Tried to hit the outside corner with it.
David Murphy last year, rookie year, and a great start to his career. But a slow start this year. He's just now starting to heat up a little bit. Cruz takes off, throw to second base, not in time. Stolen base for Nelson Cruz. Pitch was a strike.
Got a tremendous jump. Suzuki really had no chance. Watch at the top of your screen. He was halfway to second by the time Suzuki caught the ball, head straight down. So Murphy, the hitter, was going to take the pitch all the way, allow him to steal second.
Way inside, 2-1.
Talking to Rudy Jaramillo, the longtime hitting coach of the Rangers, and his approach with some great hitters, which he has been now 15 years as a Rangers hitting coach, and some great hitters throughout those 15 years. But he talked about a very important part of the game, and that's the middle side. You mentioned David Murphy, who came up last year, had a tremendous year, and now struggling a bit, and have to deal with not only the physical part of the game, but also the mental, how you deal with failure, especially after having success. You look at some players, when they first get in the big leagues, by the time they've gone through high school, and if they played college and minor league baseball and just had so much success, how do you handle failure? And that's the toughest thing at this level, because there's so many scouting reports and so many videotapes, and find the weaknesses.
Nice play by Geis, throws out Murphy.
But all hitting coaches have to deal with that. Pitching coaches as well with their pitchers.
And you saw the shot of Andrew Jones. Yeah. I mean, how do you explain Andrew Jones?
Yeah.
I mean, this was a premier player 2 years ago.
Yeah. At a very young age.
At a young age.
Yeah, but still.
I mean, now he's doing a pretty nice job with the Rangers, but he's basically fighting to stay in the big leagues. But
374 home runs in his career. Signed a big 2-year contract with the Dodgers, and then Dodgers let him go this spring. The Rangers picked him up, and he made the club. Probably just as much as the fact that he's had such a great career and a veteran. Frank Calinado was designated, and so they're picking up his contract. The Rangers are, because he had a year left. But they being Ron Washington, John Daniels, general manager, saw something in Andrew Jones that they felt they wanted him on the club.
This is Chris Davis, the first baseman.
So between Murphy and Davis, 179 and 193 batting averages. And so, yes, they are struggling, and yes, they are young, but potential is there.
Well, the problem for Chris Davis is he's striking out way too much. 42 strikeouts already this year. That's the most in the major leagues for Chris Davis. He has terrific power. 6 home runs, but that's a lot of strikeouts this time of the season. It's 6th of May.
We were in Texas a week ago last night. He had 33. So that's since the A's played the 2 games there.
So 42 strikeouts in 26 games.
Well, as Hall of Famer Mickey Mantle said, who struck out a lot, Reggie Jackson said, this thing ground into double plays.
Yeah, that's true.
Just 1 out. If you're a power hitter, you will strike out. Because a lot of times a power hitter will not change his swing, his approach, even with 2 strikes. Swing hard the first strike, swing hard third strike.
What was the pitch that gave Reggie trouble? I mean, obviously there wasn't a lot, but he did strike out. So.
Yeah, it's just a matter of who the pitcher was.
Sure.
Depending on the breaking ball or fastball.
Yeah.
Some great hitters handle off-speed pitches better.
Yeah. Foul tip. Davis strikes out again. So nothing for the Rangers. Bottom of the 2nd coming up. Matt Holliday's going to lead it off for the Athletics. It's the Rangers 1 and the A's nothing.
First pitch is 105, and the first 15,000 fans will receive a Justin Duxer bobblehead. It's brought to you by Burnham Brown. Order tickets at OaklandAthletics.com or call 877-493-BALL. You will know the Duke is on the disabled list, and we hope he is back very soon. Jump into the starting rotation. Still a great giveaway with the Justin Duxer bobblehead, and I'm sure there are a lot of people collect bobbleheads. Lines are usually very long. The bobblehead is given away, one of the most popular giveaway items. So you get a chance to add the Duke to your collection. I'm going to add him to mine. It's a good pitcher. missing. Well, he knows how to pitch. Yeah. He was projected to be the opening day starter for the Athletics, and unfortunately had some surgery, but he is rehabbing, and we hope to see him back very soon. Last year's All-Star for the A's. See those two guys back in uniform, and they're not playing. Eric Chavez and Mark Ellis. They're both feeling very good.
Broken bat to left, and Murphy is right there. 1 out. So Matt Holliday is retired. And that'll bring up Jack Cust. Good look at Scott Feldman. Ray mentioned grew up in Burlingame. Ever been to Burlingame? I lived there for a while. It's a nice little city. Yeah, it's great.
So good you left, huh?
Yeah. Duty called. Cust goes after the first pitch down the left field line.
Time now for Carl's Jr. in your face. How about featuring Jack Cust in the throwback uniforms back in the 70s? And an opposite field home run off Scott Feldman. And then again in your normal uniforms, and coincidentally both those going to the opposite field. Jack Cust, Mr. Home Run hitter. Such a good guy.
One and two now to Cust. On deck will be Kurt Suzuki. Elvis Andrus solo home run. The only run in the game so far. 1-0 Texas. Some of the notes on Scott Feldman also. Attended College of San Mateo, pitched there for a couple of years. Rangers drafted him in the 30th round in 2003. In the rotation, filling in for Chris Benson. Remember the Rangers signed Chris Benson, minor league contract, and
down the bullpen.
Yeah, he went on the DL, and they said let's put Scott Feldman in the rotation, and he's pitched well enough that they've left him there. Little flare to left, and that's going to drop for a hit. So that's the first hit for the Athletics, and it's a single by Jack Cust.
Smart hitting by Jack Cust. He hits those home runs, the opposite field, and forces the outfield to play deep, and then dumps one in front of him.
That's the way to do it.
That's it. Jack probably thinking the ball's not carrying very well, although Andrus went halfway up the steps, has carried well. But take a hit any way you can get it. Try to get some offense going for the A's.
Here's Kurt Suzuki with a .315 batting average. He takes a strike. Kurt was 1 for 8 in that series against the Angels. Hot hitter. Last 12 games, a .391 batting average.
Well, you get the compliments that Suzuki got from Angels manager Mike Scioscia, talking about how he has improved more than any catcher that he's seen in the league in a short amount of time in the big leagues. Not only a force behind the plate, but also offensively.
Hey, we've seen it.
Yes, we
firsthand.
have. And also a championship quality catcher. That means to lead a club to a championship, and Kurt Suzuki could do exactly that. 141 games last year. His manager, former catcher.
Kurt has made one start at DH this year. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Good sinking life, 94 miles an hour. So that's the first strikeout for Feldman.
Location down and in just kept pouring down and in, and
Number 6.
it's almost had he made contact. He's going to hit the ball off his foot again. Of course, he did that Monday night and then hit a home run.
So at 2 outs, Travis Buck will hit with Cust still at first base. Just a bit inside to Buck, who's hitting 191 with a homer and 5 RBIs.
Jack Cust stole the base. Seattle, and play behind him. Look out, he may get the green light and go again. He's probably telling Davis, don't you know I have speed? Did you check the box score?
Don't you insult me.
That's right. He's probably looking over at Mike Gallego, wondering, where's the green light? No respect.
He's going to go. Look at him talking about it. So I thought Cust looked good when he stole his base. He put his head down, got a good jump, nice slide, feet first, pop-up slide. Certainly looked like he had stolen bases before, but the problem is he had not. That was his first.
There he goes, take it.
Cust is going, and the pitch is hit slowly, and it hit Jack Cust.
Oh, well, a base hit for Cust, but an out, or a base hit for Buck, and an out for Cust. He had it stolen too.
He did easily. It was a stand-up stolen base. That'll do it. From you. Yeah, slow down there, big guy.
He's too fast.
He's too fast. That's right. Jared Saltalamacchia leading it off.
Well, as we've mentioned before, if it's a green light, Jack Cust ran on his own, and Travis Buck, I mean, with the jump Cust had he taken the pitch, Cust would have stolen it. He'd been at second base in scoring position, but it's very possible as a left-handed hitter, you can't see the runner take off. You have to look over your shoulder, and then, of course, you take your eye off the ball that's been thrown.
And Jack Cust taking off is probably not the first thing on Travis Buck's mind anyway.
And now discussion, Jack Cust with Bob Guerin, and now with Mike Gallego. Gallego, of course, gets the signs from Guerin and passes them along to the base runners, the batters.
Good curve by Dan Geist, drops in for a strike. 2-2. How many is it? 4? 8? I got 14. I hope that's right.
Should have just put a circle around his number. They had Frank Catalanato.
Saltalamacchia and Catalanato. Three and two to the Rangers catcher. Rips with a foul.
Jack taking off and looking back once the contact. He thought he jumped there, and then the ball hit him in the right foot. He must have lost the ball, because when he jumped, he obviously thought the ball was coming at him harder. It was not hit as hard as he thought. Off the end of the bat by Travis.
Swing and a miss. I think that's a good call by you. It was a kind of a jam shot, or maybe off the end of the bat.
Good curveball again from Geis. Slider curve, but whatever. Saltalamacchia swinging at a ball, but thrown very well by Dan Geis.
So one out here in the top of the third, and it's Ian Kinsler. Kinsler pops up the bunt attempt, and it's foul. Kinsler, one of the better young players in the American League. He's 25 years old. Rangers signed him to a long-term contract. So he's got a contract through 2012.
The numbers he puts up, going to try to avoid arbitration.
Yep.
And maybe a year or two of free agency if possible.
Last year, he really had a nice year, but he went on the disabled list in the middle of August, and he actually had surgery, sports hernia, and so he missed the final month and a half of the season. High down the left field line, but it's going to be foul. Holiday over. But Kinsler, a .319 average last year. 18 home runs, 26 steals, scored over 100 runs. So just an all-around good year. He's not a big guy, 6 foot, 195 pounds, but he has a very unique swing. He really
drop and drive, back leg,
uppercut,
and drops back with a back leg and just lifts. Pretty good idea of the strike zone as well.
Rips that one foul again, deep down the left field line.
Well, he has hit 9, and you take away the ball that Brian Sweeney robbed him of in Arlington last Thursday, a 3-run potential. Actually, ball over the center field fence, but Sweeney robbed him.
And that time he keeps it fair and lines it to left. Holiday, nice job cutting it off. Kinsler's going to turn around and head back to first. That's a very nice play by Matt Holiday in left field. I think Kinsler had every intention of going for second, and when he turned around, he saw Holiday firing it back in.
That's all it takes. The only reason or only way he could have is just thinking about 2 all the way, but the fact that Matt was able to cut the ball off, quickly throw the ball back in, and Kinsler, who had rounded the bag very aggressively, decided he better hold up. So that's a difference of another couple of feet going to the wall, and Holiday cutting it off, and an accurate throw to Bobby Crosby at second. That even better if you can get Andres to ride into a double play, then that makes that play very worthwhile.
Yep.
Keep the guy from getting in scoring position, and the next hitter hits a ground ball. Kinsler's thinking 2 all the way. He hits a lot of doubles, and that is a very aggressive turn, but perhaps a wise decision not to go.
Base hit center field by Elvis Andrus. Hard hit ball.
Well, if Michael Young can hit it into a double.
Yeah. But you know, that play that Holiday made, Ray, it's won't show up
Number 10,
anywhere
Michael Young.
on the stat sheet, not on our scorecard. And I think sometimes that's why it's hard to judge a team defensively, strictly by the defensive statistics, which is just, you know, errors, putouts, and that type of thing. I think you really have to see a team play almost every day to know whether it's a good defensive team. Sure. Now, granted, if you're making a lot of errors, it's going to hurt you. There's no question about that. Tough out here, and Michael Young checks his swing, pitches outside. .332 average with runners in scoring position in his career. And he has been a hot hitter as of late. Got a 9-game hitting streak, 17 hits in his last 41 at bats. That's over 400 average. Good speed with Kinsler and Andrus on the bases for Texas. That one rolled foul, so Geis trying to work the bottom of that strike zone and got pitched down around the knees there, and Young rolled it foul. Up, I see the Blue Jays now with a 7-0 lead down in Anaheim in the second inning. You liked your chances with Roy Halladay in a 2-0 lead. Now it's 7.
Well, that is a very good offensive club, the Blue Jays. Jays have seen it already. The weekend series in Toronto. He's won the opener, lost the next 2, so they know what to expect.
Huh. One and 2 to Michael Young. Dribbler down the third base line. Hanahan picks it up foul.
Jack Hanahan starting at third tonight. Bobby Crosby at short. And talking to Bobby about the error he made last night. And he brought up a very good point. Had funny spin. He said you can't work in infield practice and have a simulator where you hit the ball off the end of the bat with a spin.
Can't do it.
And he said also 90 feet away versus a short or second, it's hard to react and judge how the ball is hit. And as it turned out, made an error. And also, like what Dallas Braden said, it's the job of the pitcher to help the teammates whenever there is an error made behind them. That's probably the biggest difference for Bobby, having played short his whole career, his whole life, basically. And then going to third, more comfortable probably at second because he's back far enough, just like at shortstop, so he can judge how the ball is hit much better.
Another 1-2 to Michael Young. Spins him out of the way. Hank Blaylock waiting in the on-deck circle. Dan Geis has thrown 60 pitches. Bob Guerin said before the game, when asked, well, how many pitches can Geis throw? He said, maybe anywhere between 75 and 100. I mean, has the ability to do that. Popped up. Geis is going to get a big out here as Buck comes in. He's got it, 2 outs.
Well, we were talking in Texas how the Rangers are not using the pitch count, kind of going based on how the pitcher feels, how he's throwing. And I think, again, guys, that's what you have to do. Because you start looking at pitch count, even though he has not started any games this year. But the way he's pitching, he's no different right now, having thrown 61 in the first pitch of the game. And probably will get better as the game progresses. Trevor Cahill starting tomorrow for the A's.
Blaylock towards center. Sweeney comes in. And that'll do it. So a nice job by Dan Geis, and the Rangers strand a pair. Bottom of the third coming up, 1-0 Texas. Well, tune in tomorrow, 7 o'clock. Comcast California presents an A's Classic game. The Marco Scooter a walk-off in 2007. That was against the New York Yankees. So relive that moment. 2007. That's tomorrow night on Comcast Sportsnet California. So an A's Classic game. That's fun. Sit back and enjoy it. Bobby Crosby leading things off here in the third. Crosby, Hanahan, and Sweeney. Bobby playing second base tonight. It's the second time he has started a game at second base.
Bobby feels that once he gets comfortable making the double play turn, that might be his favorite position, other than shortstop, of course. And doesn't look like the way Cabrera likes to play every day, that at least this year Cabrera's going to be in there.
That's the 7th consecutive game Crosby has been in the starting lineup.
The guy we just saw couldn't be happier for his good buddy Bobby Crosby. Of course, Mark Ellis wishes he were at second, but he's got his former double play partner. Bobby was at short, Bobby at second. They're a good double play combination.
Mike Gallego picks it clean.
No shock there.
No. Felton's ready, and another payoff pitch to Crosby. Jam shot, and that's going to spin, and it's going to stay foul. Well, Feldman had a tough decision to make. You'd like it to go fair and have him grab it. He's thinking, I can get it out. But if you wait too long, Crosby's going to beat it out.
And once you feel the runner run past you, that's
you're in trouble.
It's time to make a decision, especially hope it goes foul.
Popped up, foul. Just below us and to our left.
The 10th pitch coming up for Bobby. As we get on base and we get a couple of dinners at Francesco's.
Just a bit low. No, it's not. Charlie Relaford with a little delayed call, and he brings up Bobby Crosby.
That's too bad. Great at bat, and that I might say is a little too close to take, but seemed like a little bit low. That angle looks much different than the center field shot. Had the plate, and Relaford is the boss.
Jack Hanahan. Jack Hanahan's the first time he has been in the starting lineup. Feldman off the mound, steps and throws, 2 outs. So back to the top of the order, and Ryan Sweeney.
Center fielder, number 15, Ryan Sweeney.
Sweeney had his 12-game hitting streak snapped last night. He went 0 for 4. See where the Washington Nationals' Ryan Zimmerman, who has the longest current hitting streak in baseball, extended it tonight to 24 games. Not bad. 24. Got a ways to go yet. Zimmerman and the Nationals are playing at Dodger Stadium, where the Dodgers are attempting to set a major league record tonight. It would be a major league record for a home winning streak to start a season.
13.
Dodgers are 12-0 at home this year. Unbelievable. They're playing terrific baseball. So they're trying to set a major league record. They lead 1-0 in the second inning.
So Zimmerman's gotten his hit tonight for 24.
That's what I believe, yeah. Ball stays fair. Davis picks it up, steps on the bag, and a very nice inning for Scott Feldman. We're headed to the 4th. It's still 1-0 Texas.
Oh, there's the future.
That's right.
Oh, got the bat. Just give me something to hit. That's perfect.
Dan Geis back to work, and he'll face Marlon Byrd here. 4th inning, 1-0. A home run by Elvis Andrus. That was back in the 1st inning. Second batter of the game. Marlon Byrd, .318 average.
Bird, Cruz, and Murphy. Cabrera can't get it, and on an 0-2 pitch, it's a base hit from Marlon Byrd.
Fans, follow your team on your iPhone and iPod Touch with MLB.com at Bat 2009, featuring play-by-play, video highlights, and live audio broadcasts. Visit OaklandAthletics.com on your iPhone or iPod Touch to purchase. You could do that.
Yeah.
You got all that technology.
Yeah, right. Having it's one thing, setting it up yourself, now that's a different story. Hire people to do that. I'll screw it all up. Bird dives back. So 5 hits now for the Rangers against Dan Geis.
Dan Geis doing a very good job. It'd be nice to get some offense, a chance to pick up a win. He's just with a couple of hits in 1 inning. Showed Dan Geis in the windup, actually pitching out on the stretch all the time, but he has the hesitation, but he has to correct it, change it whenever there's a runner on base. It's okay with nobody on base, but now with speed of Bird, he has to be thinking about it. It's a bit of a slide step, does not have the hesitation that he has without a runner on base.
And now 2-2.
And Geis says quite a story, as I mentioned, the 31 years of age when he was brought up the Yankees as a rookie, but going back to 2005, he actually retired from baseball in August when he went home. His wife was in an accident, and he said it's more important to be home with his wife and family, and became a car salesman, got his degree, and decided he's going to come back and play baseball.
Well, he's not going to like what he sees here, as it's a ringing double by Nelson Cruz to the gap. So Nelson Cruz is 2 for 2.
With the exception of Cruz, who singled his last at bat on a 1-1 pitch, this another 2-strike pitch away from him, and hit it hard to left center. Right, Sweeney, a good job getting the ball back in. It looked like Bird was going to be able to score. But the rest of the hits have come with 2 strikes. Andres the home run. It's Andres single, so make it 4 of the 6 have come with 2 strikes.
Murphy goes after the first pitch. He just gets a piece of it. So maybe the put out pitch just not quite there for Dan Geis right now.
Well, you have to say that he's more of a contact, pitching to contact.
Yep.
And that's tough for a guy like that to have a strikeout pitch, although he has a couple.
Center field where Sweeney drifts back. It's going to be deep enough for Marlon Byrd to tag up. Both runners are going to tag up. There'll be a play at third, but Cruz makes it. So a sacrifice fly for David Murphy, and it's 2-0 Texas. About as productive of an out as you can make by Murphy. His 5th RBI this year. So now 1 out and a runner at third. Infield comes in for the A's, and it's Chris Davis. Davis, that's a base hit. And that'll score Nelson Cruz. So on the first pitch, Chris Davis an RBI single, and it's now 3-0. So the Texas Rangers now 7 hits in the game, and the 3 runs. Coming into tonight's game, the Rangers 3rd in the American League in total runs scored. Of course, we talked a lot about the home runs they hit.
Breaking ball off the end of the bat, but with the infield in, Plenty of room in the outfield for it to land in front of Travis Buck to score the run.
Saltalamacchia goes after the first pitch. Nelson Cruz, reason to smile. Single and a double, and now a run scored, and we're just in the fourth inning. Saltalamacchia struck out swinging, leading off the third inning, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Second time through the batting order. She had the success with the exception of the Andres home run. The only run he gave up one time through the batting order. And all that is simply hitters talking or realizing how he's pitching. And Dan Geis has a couple of breaking balls, a slider, and another slider that goes down a little bit of a tilt on it. But other than that, just the fastball, 2 and 4 seam.
.77 pitches now thrown by Dan Geis. The final in Kansas City, the Royals beat the Mariners 9-1. Shot. Giambi has it. Scrambles to first. Got him. Double play. What a play by Giambi. Side retired. Couple of runs for the Rangers, but could have been worse. Nice play by Giambi.
And a race to the bag. Good call by the umpire.
Start your engine. It's time for the new one.
Three 3-0 the Rangers, and we are in the bottom of the fourth inning. Jason Giambi, terrific play to end the top of the fourth inning. He's trying to get something rolling against Scott Feldman. He has allowed just 2 hits. Both those hits came in the second inning. One of the hits was a ball that hit Jack Cust when he was running between first and second. Cabrera, Giambi, and Holiday. Cabrera grounded out to short in the first inning. Pitch down around the knees, called a strike. Outfield shallow for Cabrera. Cabrera does not have a home run yet this year. Not going to hit a lot of home runs, but he will find the gaps.
A lot of singles the opposite field, and some of those will go to the gap in right center, but usually an opposite field hitter.
Hits that one well to center, but room for Bird, who drifts back. He's got it.
That now for the Home Depot, doing more on defense. And how about Jason Giambi? Great play. And a line drive. Look at him scramble back to the bag. Just gets the glove, the mitt on the bag before the runner gets back. That is Davis. And it's a great call by home first base umpire Larry Vanover. Jason just has a better stretch. What did they call it in boxing? The reach? The boxing?
Reach, yeah. Tail of the tape. 2-0 to Giambi.
Jason did a good job playing first base. We'll look at him and say, well, he's not that good of a first baseman, but he can pick it. Great soft hands. And keep his bat in alignment. That's the main thing. Once it gets hot, the bat's going to be jumping.
Giambi popped out to short in the first inning. 3-1 pitch. He swings and misses, so it's a full count. Payoff pitch, and it's just a bit inside. A 1-out walk to Giambi. So that's the third base runner for the A's. 2 hits and a walk.
Now pitcher starts a two-seam fastball inside the left-handers and tries to bring it back. Giambi a good eye, seeing the ball coming at him too much, did not catch the corner. Second sign.
Keep it simple. So Holiday steps in. Holiday, 3 home runs in the last 6 games for the A's. One last night, center field in the 9th inning. Grounds that one into left field. That's a base hit. So something going for the A's here in the bottom of the 4th.
Feldman has been getting some ground balls tonight, but fortunately this one hit hard enough and through the infield. Andres, the shortstop, a bit closer to second base. So the A's, a couple of runners on, just 1 out.
So Jack Cuss steps in, a single in the 2nd inning. We showed you earlier, Cuss a pair of home runs in his career against Feldman. On top of those 2 home runs, overall he's 5 for 12. Grounds that one. Davis, the first baseman, he's going to get the sure out at first. 2 outs, the runners move up.
That's a little surprising that he didn't go to second base. Holiday pretty good size heading to second base. There's always the fear of hitting him, but as hard as the ball was hit, wasn't that it was that slowly hit that it was just an automatic go to first base. So maybe the A's can take advantage of that with a hit, can make it a 1-run game. Like in his mind, Davis is immediately just thinking 1. Just didn't even look at second. But the option first baseman has, and especially if there's the fear of hitting the runner.
So 2 outs now here in the 4th for Kurt Suzuki. Good time for a 2-out hit.
As we noted in Texas, this Rangers outfield plays very shallow. They are all the way a little bit deeper in Arlington because.
We'll see if Suzuki makes them pay, and he will.
Yep.
Right center field. It's going to bring home a pair, and it's 3-2.
And he definitely made them pay because they were playing very shallow. And you would think with 2 outs, you would give up a little bit that by playing a little bit deeper. So a ball like that is not hit over your head, but Suzuki going opposite field. And he took advantage, drove it. And Cruz was the one that looked like with the ball slicing back might have a chance. But even he, as he reached, could not get to it. So Davis not getting a force at second. And now this ball, and it is a 1-run game.
RBIs number 12 and 13 for Kurt Suzuki. And now here's Travis Buck. Strike call to Buck. A little bit of a late call again by Charlie Relaford.
Almost hit him.
Well, swing and a miss.
Call one, force him to swing at the next.
That's exactly right. Buck hit the ball that hit Jack Cust on the bases in the 2nd inning, so he was credited with a base hit. Oh, 0-2 to Travis. For Kurt Suzuki, the big hit for the A's here in the 4th. 2 out, 2-run double. Again upstairs to even the count at 2-2.
A 1-out walk, good at bat by Jason Giambi, and makes the first run for the A's.
Three and two.
Stayed inside this entire bat, so they have to figure it's either the 2-seam fastball or the slider inside.
Bounced. Kinsler on the backhand, straightens up and throws low. Davis takes it out. Side retired. Kurt Suzuki, a 2-run double. So the A's back in the game. After 4, it's Texas 3 and the A's 2.
Fifth inning, it's new ball game, 3-2 now. The A's with a 2 spot in the bottom of the fourth. So Dan Geis trying to hold him here as he faces the top of the order. Kinsler, Andrus, and Young. A swing by Kinsler, says Larry Vanover. Fly out to center and a single for the Rangers second baseman. And he's going to have another hit. So leadoff single by Ian Kinsler, and that brings us to our leaderboard for tonight. It's brought to you by Firestone. It has to do with Ian Kinsler and power hitting second baseman. 4 most home runs by second baseman, or the 4 guys with the most home runs, I should say. Second baseman Uggla, Utley, Phillips, and Kinsler since 2006. Saw Dan Uggla last year. Remember, he had a couple of long home runs against the A's.
Yes, he did.
Interleague play.
Played great until the All-Star game.
Yeah, that was a little ugly.
Little Uggla.
Little ugly.
He's a good one, though.
Yeah.
That was Rule 5.
He was.
By the Marlins. So.
When you played power hitting second baseman, there wasn't that many.
Brain Kuiper?
Yeah, well, outside of him,
he hit one.
He set the tone.
Yeah.
But even shortstop, I mean, in the 70s, it was 2 defensive positions, really.
Well, up until probably Ritkin when he started playing short, but it was defense up the middle, catcher, second, short, center field. That was a defense, and the corners, the outfield and the infield, were your power hitters.
See if the A's can turn it. Hanahan to Crosby. Not quite in time, but Bobby hung in there, and there was a pretty good collision at second base between Kinsler and Crosby.
Well, you have to give him a lot of credit. That ball hit slowly to Jack Hanahan. There's not much Hanahan can do to hurry it, and so Kinsler got on Crosby very quickly. But Bobby catching the ball, staying right on the bag, and got him in the left knee. And the one thing you try to learn is anticipate. Bobby standing still, and that meant that his knee got hit pretty hard. So instead of being able to jump, he just didn't have any time. I don't know that Mark Ellis, Ron Washington could tell him anything differently to do, considering the less to kind of time the ball, come through the bag to the shortstop side instead of standing on the bag. That's about the only thing I could think of. Fortunately, he's okay.
Well, that play right there shows you why it's such a difficult position to learn. You almost have to sense where the runner is, and when you're used to being on the other side of the bag, it's hard to do. Oh, 1-1 to Michael Young, or the first pitch to Michael Young. It's hit hard, and Bobby Crosby's going to get another chance, and he takes care of it. 6-4-3, the double play. Nicely done by Crosby. Bottom of the 5th coming up, 3-2 Texas.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Bottom of the fifth, 3-2 Texas. Crosby, Hanahan, and Sweeney. First pitch to Bobby Crosby is just a bit low.
Bobby went to the plate and said to Charlie Rutherford, "You're the best friend I've ever had, Charlie."
Good man.
He just called another low strike. Maybe not.
Bobby Crosby says, "Hey, I turned a double play. I deserve to. Give me the benefit of the doubt." One and two to Crosby. Swing and a miss. Pretty good location there by Scott Felton. One out. Here's tonight's Subway Eat Fresh. Ask Glenn and Ray. Question. It comes from Joel, who lives in Brentwood. How many current major leaguers were born in Hawaii? 2 for sure. 1 on the mound and 1 catching for the green and gold. That's right. Scott Feldman was born in Hawaii. Or maybe Kurt Suzuki. Was Kurt born in Hawaii?
Yeah, Shane Victorino. Remember that?
Center fielder, number 15, Ryan.
Well, they even have the background music to go along with it.
Our audio guys are terrific.
We'll just keep playing it. Play it throughout the song. Yeah, that's the game. Pipe it down in the dugout so Kirk can hear it.
That's right. Scott Feldman born in Hawaii, but then moved to the Bay Area. Ryan Sweeney 0 for 2.
Dan Guys, a 5-pitch top of the inning. Looks like he's going to start out for the 6th inning. Nobody warming in the bullpen. He's done a fantastic job tonight, considering a spot start. 1-run game. And a big hit by Kurt Suzuki, his battery mate, to make it the 1-run game.
Bounce towards second. Kinsler has it. Nice inning for Scott Feldman. A strikeout, a flyout, and a ground ball out. 6th inning coming up from the Coliseum. 3-2 Texas. Rangers 3 ace 2, top of the 6th inning. Indeed, Dan Geis back out there. He's really only had 1 tough inning, and that was the 4th when he gave up 2 runs. got a double play and a nice play by Giambi, and then he got a double play in the 5th inning as well. 3 strikeouts. Has not walked anybody and he's given up 8 hits total. That one's going to be up over the A's dugout.
Just as impressive, the first 5 innings, 21 batters, 16 first pitch strikes for Dan Geis.
He's doing exactly what you're supposed to do when you're really making a spot start.
Feldman's numbers and Dan Geis.
Hanahan off the end of the bat, and that's 1 out here in the 6th inning. A's baseball on Comcast Sportsnet California is brought to you by Carl's Jr. Try one of Carl's Jr.'s $6 burgers made with 100% black Angus beef. Making a purchase. It's amazing how many different styles of hats you can get now. Colors. Used to be the hats that were up there were an A's fan, green and gold, but now you can get an A's hat in any color you want.
It's called merchandising, and that's the name of the game. Very popular items throughout baseball. One of the greatest sights is to be at a stadium and you just see the team colors throughout.
Yep.
There's a couple of different A's caps.
There you go. I think some teams, when it comes to uniforms, probably overdo it a little bit. I know the A's alternate uniform, the blacktop, is actually nice. It looks good. 2-2 to Marlon Byrd. Still 7-0. The Angels are losing to the Blue Jays. That game in the 5th inning. Blue Jays with Roy Halladay on the mound. Full count to Byrd with Nelson Cruz in the on-deck circle.
Bird's throwing a couple of breaking balls for strike 2, and then he's taken a couple, and the 2-2 pitch, the fastball that just missed.
Got one to hit there and fouled it back.
Remarkable job for Dan Geis, consider this is the 3rd time through the batting order. Big double play last inning. Got him to start the 6th inning. Michael Wirtz warming again. It might be batter to batter.
Hit hard on the ground. Cabrera has it. Fires to first to get the speedy Marlon Byrd.
And that's the last batter.
Bob Guerin's coming out.
What a great job.
93 pitches is what the scoreboard says for Dan Geis. So he was terrific. 5 2/3 innings. All you can ask for, and he deserves a very nice ovation, and he will get one. So pitching change here in Oakland, 3-2 Texas. strikeouts. Unfortunately, he does not have a chance to get a win in this game, but you know what? He did what he was supposed to do. Pitched into the 6th inning.
And turn it on to well-rested Michael Wirtz, who saved the game Saturday in Seattle. Saved the game also last Thursday in Arlington, Texas against these Rangers. Pitched the 9th inning.
And on one pitch, he should get it out as Nelson Cruz hits one very high on the infield. Cabrera has it. Side retired. Nothing for the Rangers in the top of the 6th. Bottom of the 6th coming up. Cabrera, Giambi, and Holiday to hit for the A's.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention.
Recaps. Exclusive interview with 49ers quarterback Alex Smith. That'll be interesting. And, of course, the NBA and NHL playoff highlights. All that on Sportsnet Central tonight on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area, our sister station, at 10:30.
Scott Feldman probably get back to the hotel and watch that because his hobbies are following the Warriors and the 49ers.
That's right. He's a big 49, big Bay Area sports fan.
Can't be an A's fan because that's the offseason.
Maybe grew up an A's fan.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
Or being in the Bay Area could be either one. That's the great thing about being here. You got a lot of baseball to watch. A lot of sports with a lot of sports teams.
A's and Giants are home at the same time next week. How about that? No, that does not happen very often. Every once in a while. Cabrera slices one foul.
But a couple of times this summer they'll be at the same time playing each other.
Yes, they will.
So over San Francisco, the unusual thing about the series against the Giants here at the Coliseum will be a midweek instead of a weekend, which it usually is.
Yeah. Center field where Marlon Byrd has a beat on it. Orlando Cabrera is 0 for 3. And that'll bring up Jason Giambi.
First baseman, number 16, Jason.
But Jared Saltamacco, we were talking earlier about the knee savers.
There they are.
This is it. Attaches to kind of the calf, but as he gets down to the catcher position, squats down, basically the padding, he does not take that takes the brunt of it right there, and that's called the knee savers. And if you've ever got in a squat position like a catcher, you can just feel what it does to your knees. Well, using the knee savers, it takes a lot of that pressure off the knee itself. And he is young, so it's a young or older type for the catchers. And if it's going to help, by all means, do it.
Does it allow you to still sit as low as you normally would?
Yeah.
So it doesn't hinder you from that at all?
And he's a tall catcher. He's big, but he definitely stays low.
Well, if you just watch a catcher Try doing it at home. Flat-footed.
Yeah.
I mean, watch how they set up. They are not on their toes. They are there, but watch how they get flat-footed.
Yeah.
Now, that's hard to do, folks. You do that 125, 150 times. On a normal night, maybe more.
Well, you figure 8 warm-up tosses.
That's true.
Between innings, that's 72 right there. And then you have your, who knows? I mean, there's some games effective 250 times. But a lot of times the catcher will throw the ball back on one knee, so he's not standing up. But I mean, you just do squats and just see what it does to your knees, and have 3 or 4 surgeries and see what it does then.
I know. I've watched you climb the stairs, get into the airplane. Of course, it ain't that easy for me either, but you're the one who caught for a long time. Holiday, first pitch swinging, high and foul. So you said it was Sandy Alomar who was the first one to do that?
He actually had them in the minor leagues, but because no other catchers in the big leagues have been using them, he felt uncomfortable bringing it to the big leagues. And he had a number of knee surgeries and doing a lot of different things just to get back behind the plate. He was about 6'5".
Yeah, he was tall.
But he started using them and really helped him towards the end of his career.
That's a good swing by Holiday. Talked about Matt Holiday in our open. This is what he did last night.
A high fastball. Scott Shields had him struck out as we saw the replay on a 2-2 pitch, and he really got upset with the home plate umpire after that happened. It never fails. If it struck him out, everything's fine.
Yeah.
Home run, changed it. Of course, Mike Socha removed him from the game, brought in his closer.
And certainly it's been a bit of a slow start for Matt Holiday, but the guy's got 17 RBIs in the first 24 games for the A's. Now, if you do the math on that, spread it out over a full season, it's over 100 RBIs, that ratio. Young, Kinsler, double play. 5-4-3. They just get Holiday at first. Side retired. 7th inning from the Coliseum coming up. It's 3-2 Rangers. Delaire Lewers, our producer, says he was safe.
Was he?
Let's check it out.
All the way around the infield. Let's take a look at it. I think Delaire's wrong.
He wasn't that safe.
No. Jumped at the bag. Bang, bang.
It was close. Yeah. It was close. Michael Wirtz got the final out in the 6th. He goes to work here in the 7th, trying to keep this a one-run game as he faces left-handed hitters, David Murphy, Chris Davis, and then the switch hitter, Salta Lamakia. 8 hits for the Rangers to go along with their 3 runs. A's have 2 runs on 4 hits. Neither team has made an error. Blue Jays adding on to their lead down in Anaheim. 8-0 Jays over the Angels in the top of the 6th. Curveball hit high to left. Matt Holliday got it. That's 1 out.
Number 19, Chris Davis.
So Chris Davis will step in. Davis a strikeout and a base hit that knocked in a run in the 4th inning. His 13th RBI of the year. Mentioned that Royals 9-1 win over the Seattle Mariners in Kansas City. Ponson was the winner, his first win for the Royals. And the loser was Carlos Silva, and the struggles continue for Carlos Silva. He got knocked around big time again tonight. Gave up 6 earned runs in 3 innings. Royals finished with 17 hits.
And he start last week against the A's.
Same thing.
So yeah, it's got it tough. They've got it for another year.
So that win for Kansas City is their 5th in a row. They are now 17-11.
That might be the Royals are the Tampa Bay Rays of the 2009 season.
Yep. That was the question going into the season. Who's going to be the Rays of this year? Sweeney has it.
We talk about double play Wednesdays. How about this season? Fridays mean family. The University of Phoenix Friday Family Pack includes 4 tickets, 4 hot dogs, 4 Pepsis, and 4 bags of peanuts. It's all for just $50. That is a deal. And that should be selling out every Friday night just because of that one deal right there. Fireworks games, Angel Series every Friday all season, just $50. Order tickets online at OaklandAthletics.com or look in your Contra Costa Times, Oakland Tribune, and San Jose Mercury newspapers for details. $50. So Friday night will be the Toronto Blue Jays coming up this Friday.
Well, the rest of the homestand, you will see some good baseball. As the Blue Jays in first place in the AL East, double year this weekend. And then next weekend, the Kansas City Royals, who are in first place, will be here for a 2-game series Tuesday and Wednesday. Another game tomorrow with these Texas Rangers, and it will be a day game. Trevor Cahill, Brandon McCarthy, 12:30. Coverage starts right here on Comcast Sportsnet California. Just talked to Tom Grebe, who's the color analyst on TV for the Texas Rangers. He said, I don't even have to unpack my suitcase. And
That's right.
I didn't in Seattle, and I don't have to do it here either. It's that 2-game series with one of the games a night game, and then the next day a day game. So you're not in town very long if you're the road team. Drive, right center, but Buck got a good jump. Makes the catch, and Michael Wirtz has retired all 4 hitters he has faced. 7th inning stretch, 3-2 Texas. Ranger lead. And then in the top of the 4th inning, Texas would score twice. Big hit for the A's in this game. Bottom of the 4th, Kurt Suzuki, a 2-run double with 2 outs. So that is the scoring in this ballgame. 3-8-0 for Texas, 2-4-0 for the Athletics. Texas Rangers bring out a new pitcher. And we've read a lot about this young man. Even talked about him a little bit. Derek Holland. He's one of the prize prospects for the Rangers, and he is in the big leagues.
Expect him to be a starter, but right now in the pen, he throws up to 97 miles per hour with a fastball slider that he also features. And of course, he comes in and just challenges hitters. 4th appearance for Holland. And we will see just how the fastball is from the left hand.
Well, this is kind of the way Ron Washington has done it in Feldman's starts this year. Feldman maybe still building up the pitch count a little bit, even though, as Ray mentioned, the Rangers not really watching the pitch count too terribly much, but they have brought Holland in to replace Feldman, and they're doing it again tonight.
Looking at Jason Jennings, who's in the bullpen. He'd like to get back in rotation. And he said basically about 8 starters the Rangers have right now. Benson is back in the bullpen at least right now.
1-1, Holland to Cust. Jam shot. That's Michael Young. Flips on the run. Not in time as the ball squirts away from the first baseman, Chris Davis. So it's a base hit for Jack Cust. He'll take it.
And that, I think, was going to be a hit anyway. He was going to beat it out. We've seen the speed, the lightning blazing speed of Jack Cust. And he was running hard. Got cued the ball to Michael Young. Young had to go to his right and then throw off balance. But Jack right there, oh, definitely, he was safe. He had it beaten out easily. Already across the bag. Take a look. Just watch the speed. Tell you, I smell a hit. Attaboy, Jack. And the great thing about it, head down, did not look back to see where the ball was. He knew it was fair. We've seen some runners run down the line and they start looking back.
Really no reason to do
No,
that.
there's not. I mean, and it basically slows you down. You know, watch sprinters. They never look back. They're just straight ahead. Jack Cust is that category, a sprinter.
One and one to Suzuki. Kurt looking for another big hit in this game. He's already got one. We're talking about Derek Holland, the youngster on the mound. His minor league numbers in 2 seasons in the minor leagues, 07 and 08, through 217 innings. 240 strikeouts. Now on the screen, those are the numbers just from last year. So 240 strikeouts, 217 innings. That's pretty good. You know, Ray, if you think about it, it's not a terrible way to bring up one of your top prospects who is a starter, and you want him to be a starter. But if you can find a spot maybe once a week where you need him to throw 3 or 4 innings, there's nothing wrong with that. And if he's as good as this young man as they say he is,
well, they have that kind of an arm. You definitely want to give him a chance to pitch.
Right back to Holland. He spins around, throws to Andrus. Andrus to first, double play. 1-6-3, 2 outs. So a double play in the 6th for the Rangers and a double play in the 7th.
They just got a nice, easy delivery, and all of a sudden the ball's right quickly on the hitter. And just avoiding the slide, the hard slide by Jack Cust.
Swing and a miss, and there's that good fastball right there, 95 miles an hour.
That throws 95 miles an hour, forces a hitter to do exactly what Travis Buck did, swinging the ball out of the strike zone, just trying to catch up to the fastball.
Holland, not a big guy, 6'2", 185 pounds, just 22 years old. High fly, shallow center. And that'll do it. So a leadoff hit by Jack Cuss, but nothing else against the youngster Derek Holland. Still 3-2 after 7. Their national tent event. So, great deal on reliable vehicles. Look closer as Nissan delivers. 8th inning at the Coliseum. 3-2 as Russ Springer comes on. Springer's first pitch, Kinsler, aggressive as always, goes after it, fouls it back. The top of the order, Kinsler, Andrus, and Young against Springer. A couple of hits tonight for Kinsler, so his average .330. Michael Wirtz went an inning and a third, all zeros. Kinsler to right, Buck coming on. He dives and he makes the catch. 1 out. Nice play by Travis Buck in right.
Long run, got a great jump on the ball, and fortunately for Travis Buck, the ball hung up for the A's right fielder. Oh, great play. Leaving the feet, concentrating, and coming up with it. And Ryan Sweeney backing him up in the event the ball got past him.
Big swing by Andrus, and it's 0-1. 14th appearance by Russ Springer, and this is the A's 25th game of the year. 15 strikeouts in 12 innings. Jumps ahead 0-2 on Andrus. Andrus, the home run in the first, a single in the third. He reached center fielder's choice. That was in the 5th inning. So he has been on base all 3 times.
Russ Springer the last couple of years with St. Louis, and prior to that with the Houston Astros, closer to his home. Asked him about signing with the A's, and he said the recommendation of his former teammates and friends, one including Jason Isringhausen, who had played for the A's. Highly recommended the team, the area, of course, and great organization, and decided to sign here. Some great years in St. Louis, but as is the case at times, they go younger and perhaps less expensive.
And I would think, Ray, if you're a player and you want information, former teammates that played on certain teams, they're probably the best ones to go to for an honest answer.
Always used to ask me about Cleveland.
Sure. Did you give him an honest answer?
Great city.
What about the ballpark? Great city.
The one I played in. Yeah. Now some beautiful areas outside of downtown Cleveland. Of course, the downtown Cleveland has picked up considerably with the 2 new stadiums for football and baseball. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame downtown.
Again, toward Buck. This one a little bit easier. Travis has it. Well, we'll be in Cleveland this year on the 4th of July. Maybe they'll be celebrating an NBA championship. Wouldn't that be
possible?
Michael Young.
2 outs for Michael Young.
The way LeBron James is playing, he may just carry the whole team on his back.
Well, we got the thrill last year seeing a playoff game in Cleveland, Cavaliers Arena. Thanks to my partner Ray Fosse, who has all those connections in Cleveland.
No, Bobby DiBiasio. That's
we had all.
He's the man.
We walked out of there that night. Cavs won, and we said, "Okay, now I understand what all this LeBron James stuff is all about."
A man among kids. He is a man.
Yeah, and to say he's popular there would be an understatement. Good pitch there by Springer, and it's 1-1. Indians won tonight at Fenway. Indians 9, Red Sox 2. Carl Pavano got a win.
And we wish our good friend and colleague Jerry Rimdog, who color analyst for the NESN Boston Red Sox television network, and taking a leave of absence, and we hope that everything is fine with Jerry. He's a good man. He is a very popular person in the Boston area. Played for the Red Sox, played for the Angels, been broadcasting for a lot of years for him.
Michael Young does what he does best. Yeah, you could make a point that Jerry Remy is as popular as any of the Red Sox players.
Right. Absolutely.
Number 9.
They love him.
You have the Rim Dog, his actual hot dog named after Jerry Remy.
Got a hot dog named after him. He's got his own website. I mean, I've walked around here and I have not seen a Fosse dog.
And you won't either. But there's no place like Fenway Park and around Fenway, all the area
good,
around there.
Layla. Come on, Matt Holliday. He's going to run it down. Nice play by Matt Holliday. Big guy can run, and he showed it there. Bottom of the 8th. A's trailing 3-2. No stopper, trying to get something going for the A's. 2 runs on 5 hits, but just a 3-2 game. Bobby Crosby, the first pitch, and he grounds out to short. Bobby's 0 for 3, and that's 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th as Derek Holland back out there for his 2nd inning of work.
Your attention, please, ladies and gentlemen. Batting for Hanahan, number 2, Gregorio.
So we're going to get a pinch hitter. It's going to be Gregorio Petit to hit for Hanahan. So Petit here in the 8th with 1 out. 5 for 18 since being called up for Petit. Just a bit low. Holland gave up a hit to the first batter he faced. That was Jack Cuss. But he then got Kurt Suzuki to hit into a 1-6-3 double play, and he retired Travis Buck. Was in the 7th inning.
After Suzuki's double, it's just been the walk and base hit, and those 2 erased by the double play, and that's the extent of the offense for the A's tonight. It's 5 hits total.
Drive, left center field, that's hit well. Bird racing back near the wall, and he's got it right in front of the Comcast Sportsnet California sign. That may have been the best hit ball tonight by the A's.
Exactly. Not the speed of Bird in center, and also the ball hanging up a little bit. Low fastball, and Petit has been hitting the ball to right field. Look at that, heading that direction, but the speed of Bird able to get to the ball and rob him of extra base hit.
So 2 outs, and top of the order Ryan Sweeney. Marlon Bird's, he's a big guy. He's a football player building. He can really run. He plays a pretty good center field. In the hole, Andrus, and that's a heck of a play, folks. The young shortstop has done it all tonight. So we're headed to the 9th inning. It's still the Rangers 3 and the A's 2.
Will be honored at the 2009 All-Star Game. It's in St. Louis, and one will be featured in People magazine. To nominate, go to peopleallstars.com. It's peopleallstars.com.
We've reached the 9th inning. Marlon Byrd steps in against Andrew Bailey, the 4th pitcher of the night for the A's. Bobby Crosby slides over from 2nd to 3rd, and Gregorio Petit is now at 2nd base. Great start for Andrew Bailey, 3-0 with a 1.53 ERA and the most strikeouts of any reliever in the American League. How about that? So we have been very impressed with Andrew Bailey. Again to right field. Travis Buck's been busy the last couple innings. So 1 out, top of the 9th. Bird now 1 for 4.
Nelson Cruz.
And Nelson Cruz will hit. Andrew Bailey last pitched on Saturday. Game in Seattle. He pitched 2 innings. He's been used quite a bit in the early going. The main reason is he's been very good.
And that's who the A's will see in the bottom of the 9th. Frank Francisco trying to make sure they see him. Trying him by just 1 run. All the scoring done tonight in 2 innings. Make it 3. A home run in the 1st, and then 2 for the A's, 2 for the Rangers in the 4th.
Pretty good curveball from Bailey, but it drops low. 1-2 to Cruz. Double-A last year at this time for Andrew Bailey.
Bailey's job as a rookie to take all the goodies to the bullpen. So he's always see him in the clubhouse loading up pretty much one of everything. They're going to have to go back to the clubhouse to get something that someone might want. They look in the bag, it's not there, and that's of course what they ask for.
And it's not a real manly bag either. It's usually pink or something like that.
I've seen some bad ones. I have not seen Andrew Bailey's, but we've seen this. A good fastball, actually a little cut fastball to Nelson Cruz, and that's why he struck out a few right there. This that cutter just takes it away from the sweet part of the bat. In this case, Cruz not able to make contact. But Bailey is good.
Strike called on the outside corner to David Murphy.
Every time he takes the mound and performs the way he has very consistently in the early part of the season, just know that eventually he's in the closer role.
Yep. Well, he has swing through stuff, what they say, meaning guys swing and miss at a couple of his pitches. Fastball, cut fastball, got a good breaking pitch. So 1-2 to Murphy. Matt Holliday will hit in the bottom of the 9th. He will hit 3rd. There's a 95-mile-an-hour fastball right there, and Murphy a little late on it. Murphy has a sacrifice fly tonight. That was in the 4th inning. Also grounded out and had another fly out. 0 for 2. Good curveball. A couple of strikeouts for Andrew Bailey. Boy, has he been impressive. Frank Francisco will try to save it. It's 3-2 Rangers. Bottom of the ninth inning at the Coliseum. It is a 3-2 Rangers lead, and the A's have the heart of their order up against Texas closer Frank Francisco. Orlando Cabrera, first pitch a bit high.
Fastball slider to split, low 90s fastball. 14th game, one of the saves. He is perfect. 8 for 8. The save against the A's and their 5-4 win. So the Rangers scored an unearned run in the bottom of the 8th inning with Kevin Millwood pitching. Francisco saved it. A's split the 2-game series, trying to at least tie the game here in the bottom of the 9th.
Pitch is in there for a strike. Michael Young standing right next to third base. That's called guarding the line.
You don't want the extra bases, but Cabrera would take a base hit in between third and short.
3-1.
But you know, I don't know what would happen to this at bat, but taking a strike 2-0. His run, of course, important to get on base to try to score, but just wants to get on any way, forcing Francisco to throw strikes. So far, out of 4 pitches, he's only thrown 1.
3-1 is there. Now it's 3-2. Giambi on deck, and then Holiday. If anybody gets aboard, it'll be Jack Cust. Francisco started the 2008 season in the minor leagues. The Rangers called him up toward the end of April, and he had a terrific year, and he ended up being the closer at the end of the year. Appeared in 58 games. He struck out 83 in 63 innings last year. He is the closer from the start this year. Another 3-2 to Cabrera. Another foul ball.
You mentioned Francisco throws a slider and a split in addition to the fastball, but Cabrera right now has pretty much forced him to throw fastballs. Cabrera usually a very good eye, and Francisco wants to keep the leadoff batter off base, so it's a matter of challenging the fastball, see if Cabrera can get on base, either taking a ball or getting a base hit to start it.
Walked him, not even close.
That's a great at bat. Smart at bat by Cabrera.
Now batting, first baseman, number 16, Giambi.
Here's Giambi. Giambi has walked twice and scored a run tonight. He has also popped out to short. First pitch, inside corner, a strike. Francisco missed the target, but got the call. Saltalamacchia was set up outside. Pitch ran inside, but it caught the inside corner. Miss. No shift for Giambi.
That's probably respecting the mid-90s fastball from Francisco. A pitch that Jason just swung through. This was at 94.
Good fastball there. Giambi just hanging in there, got a piece of it.
The difference, Cabrera saw nothing but fastballs because Francisco fell behind, but Giambi with a 2-strike pitch still fouled it back, went in a split. Didn't want to throw in case he wants to bounce or happens to bounce it to advance a runner.
Another good swing by Giambi. So he's getting zeroed in on that 95-mile-an-hour fastball. It makes you think at some point Francisco's going to throw him something else.
She's just trying to start it, trigger a little bit earlier to catch up to the fastball.
High fastball. Giambi swings and misses. Foul tip. So that's the first out here in the ninth.
And it's Saltalamacchia almost stood up, and that's exactly where he threw it, foul tipped into the mitt of Saltalamacchia. Just touched the bat, but up in the webbing of the catcher's mitt.
Here's Holiday. Just a bit off the plate. What is that? Power versus power right there.
So nothing but fastballs. 15 pitches, all fastballs.
Another fastball, and that's a strike. And I think every one of them has been 95, maybe 94, a couple of them. Straight heaters from Frank Francisco.
Four seamers, and Saltalamacchia didn't have a catcher's mitt that's broken in. It will be after tonight's game. Holland and now Francisco.
Upstairs again. Francisco misses badly. Teaching. Always teaching.
He's worried about the delayed steal. He's letting him know, Saltalamacchia, in the event Cabrera kind of hops off the bag and then takes off.
Got him swinging. Another fastball, 95 miles an hour. That one not necessarily up in the strike zone, but on the outer half.
Now that's the key. It was the outer part of the plate. And Matt, watch the hip just open just a little bit as the pitch was away from him. It's a great shot with an overhead camera. Catching the outside corner. Probably strike three if had he not swung at it.
Two outs. And he's still got a shot here with Jack Cust. And there's your first off-speed pitch, and it was nasty.
They're in the splitter. You're the fourth hitter, and Cust a smart enough hitter to know that if you see nothing but fastballs, he's going to get one. 87 miles an hour with some good tilt. Ball going down very quickly.
Drive, right center. That's going to get down for a hit. Cruz gets it back in quickly. Cabrera to third. A's still alive here in the ninth.
Definitely no doubles defense. Ball hit it towards the gap, and that's why you play no doubles. With the game on the line. And as soon as Cust hit it to right center, that uppercut swing topspin, looked like it might have a chance to get to the right center field wall, but look where Cruz actually had to come in. He was playing so deep. Cabrera knew that. He's able to get to third base, and maybe that will take away the splitter from Francisco by Cabrera getting to third.
Rajai Davis comes in to pinch run for Jack Cust. So Jack Cust has 3 of the A's 6 hits tonight. 3 for 4. And there's the speedy Davis. He is the winning run. Kurt Suzuki steps in. Swing and a miss on the high hard one.
Well, it's so hard to catch up to good fastball, especially up in the zone. It looks so good, so inviting, but that kind of velocity, it's very tough to catch up to.
Gone after it again, and it's 0-2. Cabrera opened it up with a walk here in the bottom of the ninth, and then Giambi and Holiday both struck out swinging. Cust with a base hit. First and third, 2 outs. A's trying to break a little 3-game losing streak. Drive to left. Murphy back, still going back near the wall. He's got it, and that's the ball game. Kurt Suzuki gave it a ride, and for a moment, looked like he may have gotten enough. Comes up short, and so do the A's here in the bottom of the ninth. So the struggles continue for the Athletics. They have lost 4 in a row, and their record falls to 9-16 on the year. So 3-2 is your final. Texas Rangers